everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make this pretty cool link wallpaper. You can make it as a wallpaper, or you could use the same techniques to make it as a signature for a forum website, or I mean, you could do whatever you want, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it. It's pretty cool. I don't know necessarily how long this tutorial is going to take. Sorry if it's a little long. Let's get started. Alrighty, I'm gonna open up a new file. I'm using 1920 by 1080 with a 72 ppi. Gonna open it, and first we're gonna go ahead and make a gradient, and of course the colors ain't saved. Darn it. Alright, I'm gonna go back over here real quick, and we are going to copy the colors real quick. Go ahead and copy it. Sorry about this. I thought I had everything together. Something was dinging. Anyways, let's just go ahead and do this. Alright. And we're going to go back over here, and we're going to grab our gradient tool. We're going to make sure that it's on radial. And we're going to go into the middle of the image, and we are going to go up to one of the corners just like that. Alrighty, and then we are going to open some images, which I will give you the links to. We are going to go ahead and open up this texture first, and we're going to have to zoom out and go ahead and press the minus on your keyboard, and then Shift T on your keyboard. Go ahead and resize it down there. Go ahead and press scale. And then we are going to add another texture. We're going to put this one on overlay. And then we're going to add another texture, this concrete texture right here. And press Shift T on your keyboard. And let's go ahead and size it down. Hit scale, and let's go ahead and zoom back in. Shift plus on your keyboard, or you could use your mouse wheel if you have it set that way. Press M on the keyboard. Make sure you click over here in your toolbox. It might be over here, wherever you have it. Just make sure you have move the active layer selected, and we are going to put this one on soft light. And we're going to move this texture let's see here. About right there is okay. And then we are going to go ahead and add in some images. We're going to add in this image first. And we got to resize him, so Shift T on your keyboard and size him down. Press scale. Press M on your keyboard to move him. Let's go ahead and scale him down a little bit more. M on your keyboard again. Let's see, maybe scale them just a little bit more. not rotate. There we go. Let's see, let's place them. Let's see, where did I place them at over here? Have them more towards over here, and then we are going to put him on overlay. Just like that. Let me go ahead and zoom in here just a little bit. You press shift and the plus key on your keyboard or your mouse wheel, or you could use the navigator if you would like. Alrighty, and now we're going to go ahead and add in another image. We're going to add in this one, and this one, going to grab the rectangular select tool, and I'm going to just go ahead and select over that right there, and then hit delete on your keyboard, and then control shift A to deselect, and then M to move. Let's see. I just finished this tutorial and I don't remember where I put them. Got them up here. And we're going to go back to this guy, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, like that. To move him forward. Just like that. Alrighty. Now let's set him into place somewhere. About right there would be fine for now. So we got him, we got the background made. And let's see here. What do we need to do now? Let's see. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and do the text. So I am using a text called, I googled Zelda font, and this font is called Triforce. There we go. And we're going to use this gold color right here. It's A2841A. And we're going to put this up quite a lot. Oops. I'm using about .625. And I'm going to push Shift and L. Grab your move tool and move it up. And we are going to go ahead, and I forgot to click back on it with your text tool again, and let's expand the box a little bit. Okay. Let's grab our rectangular select tool, and let's go, I don't know, from about right here over, and just make sure you get all that right there. And I'm going to go to layer, and then I'm going to go to layer via cut, and now that's on its own layer. You will have to go to the Gimp website and get on the forum there and look up layer via cut, and you will find it there, and go ahead and download it. And if you don't know how to add the Python effects or filters, I have a tutorial on that. I'm telling you how to install it. It's pretty easy. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab a guide real quick, and I'm going to zoom in here quite a bit. And if y'all didn't know, you could go in the move tool, and then this one up top is for to move the layer guide, and we just want to go get it right on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab another one and line it up. Right there. And if you guys don't see your guides, then you will need to go to where's it at? View, and then make sure snap to guides is selected, and then show guides is selected. Just if they're not, just all you got to do is just click on them, and then you'll be able to see them. I'm going to go ahead and zoom back out here and make sure I move that back to move the active layer, and I'm going to go ahead and move this all the way to about right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on this layer right here, and I'm going to add a new layer, press OK, and then I'm going to go over here to my rectangular select tool, and I'm just going to overlap that just a little bit, and overlap that just a little bit, and that will snap. It will snap to the guides. Make sure that snap. I'm going to overlap that just a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to go over and grab our paint bucket tool with that, and then just click on it, and there you go. And then Control Shift A to deselect it. We can grab our move tool again and just go ahead and get rid of these layer guides now. And there you go. Now you got one long L. And I'm going to just go ahead and click on the top one, right click, and then go to merge down, and then merge down one more time, and now you have one big long L. And I'm also going to go right here because for some reason it missed a little bit. I don't know if y'all could see that or not. I'm just going to erase that a little bit right there, and then above the L I'm going to go ahead and grab my text tool again, and I'm going to go down to about, I don't know, 575, and click, and then I'm just going to type in INK, and I'm going to grab my move tool and gonna go right there, and just like that. And then I'm going to right click, merge down, and now we have one big link text. And move it down just a little bit. This one's probably not going to look exactly the same as the previous one I made, because I'm never good at doing that, and nobody's perfect. You can never make the same thing twice. The exact same thing twice anyways. So alrighty, so now we got that, and now we're gonna go to layer effects. Again, I have the tutorial on how to install this stuff, and we're gonna go to bevel and emboss, and we're gonna go to inner bevel, and the depth is going to be, I think, 4. Let me check this again. Yeah, 4. The direction is going to be up. Size is is 10. Soften it by 1. We're going to put it on a 90-degree angle. The altitude is 30, and not all the rest is fine. And like I said, I installed the Python one because I like to be able to see what's going on, and that's what's going to happen. So, and I like that, so I'm going to press OK. And there we go. Now we got a bevel and emboss on it. Now I'm going to go ahead and move this in. Oops. Control Z. link all these together. Well, they should all move together. Maybe it's because I have the screen capture on, I don't know. That don't make no sense. No sense at all. Anyways, we will leave that right there then, because it's not wanting to work for me. And we'll just go Shift T. Scale it up just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and move it below, and we're going to go ahead and grab this guy, press M on our keyboard, and move him up just like that. Alrighty. And this guy, we're going to make a new layer. And we could go ahead and name this layer Shadow. And we're going to darken this guy up because he's too bright. We're going to press P on our keyboard, and we're going to lower the opacity down to, I don't know, 6 or 7. Make sure our color is black. We're going to alt click on the layer with the guy on it, and let's just turn the size up just a little bit. Too much. And then just go over him, and we just want to darken him up. Just a little bit more. And we want to go with the theme. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of a grungy looking type theme. Just go ahead and just go over all the light areas a few times and darken them up. Get over the shoes a little bit more, and then press Control Shift A on your keyboard, and that darkened him up quite a bit. Now we're going to go ahead and click back on him, and we're going to go to layer effects, and we're going to go to stroke, and we are going to stroke him by 3 pixels. So I'm going to type 3 in there and preview it, see how it looks, and that looks fine to me. Press OK, and I just did that stroke there because let's see, layered image size, right click, layered image size. I'm just making them the same size, trying to darken the outline of him up just a little bit more. I went ahead and pressed back on the shadow layer, by the way, And I'm just going over the outlines a little bit around the sides, because if you could tell on the big one, that's I stroked right here, and just kind of makes it look a little bit better too. So we got the text on there, we got him on there, got the shadow going. Alrighty, and let's see what's next. Let's see what other images we got. We can go ahead and we're going to add in this smoke, and we are going to put it on screen, and we're going to zoom out, pressing minus on the keyboard, and press Shift T. Actually, let's cancel that and let's press Shift R for rotate. And let's rotate this 90 degrees. Just rotate. And let's Shift T and let's go ahead and downsize it a little. Press M on our keyboard. Let's put it into place here, and let's go ahead and zoom back in, Shift plus on our keyboard, and let's go to filters, blur, motion blur, and let's move somewhere where we can see the smoke. It's going to be on linear I can't even say it. We're going to do it 90 degrees, and we're going to turn it all the way up 256. Yep, press OK. Give it a second to do its business. Come on, come on, come on. Taking its sweet time. Okay, and we press M on our keyboard, make sure our move tool is selected. We're going to place this under him, so move it under him, and we just kind of want to get it to where right where the curves are, sort of kind of follows them a little bit. Move it up to right there, and we are going to right click and go to add layer mask, white at full opacity. Make sure you're on black, click on your paintbrush, and let's make the size pretty good, big size, and make sure your opacity is at 100%. And we're just going to go ahead and get rid of all this extra stuff over here. Matter of fact, we are going to move this below the text. There we go. That looks better. And let's right click and then go to layered image size now. And let's go ahead and zoom in pretty close on this. Make sure that looks okay. Looks fine to me. Let's see, so we got him done pretty much. We got the shadow going, stroked. You could also add a drop shadow to him if you would like, if you don't want him just standing there looking like that. We'll go ahead and do that. You can go to filters, then lights and shadows, and then drop shadow if you'd like, Or you could do it like how I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to layer effects and then drop shadow. Make sure you're on the right layer, and let's see, let's do a size, pretty big size, and spread, big size, let's see, 120 degrees. Let's preview that and let's see what that looks like. I don't like that. Let's go at 90 degrees. Let's preview that. I like that a little bit better, but we are going to turn the size down a little bit. And that looks a lot better. And you're going to press OK. And let's zoom out so you guys could have a full look at them. I think that looks pretty good to me. So we got that. Got the smoke going, the motion. Let's see, what else do we need to add now? Now I guess we can go ahead and we could add this little guy right here. And let's go ahead and minus on our keyboard and zoom out, and then Shift T, and let's dial him down quite a bit. Press M, and then of course he's gonna go right here in this blank space. Shift plus on our keyboard to zoom in a little bit more. Now this is totally up to you how big or small you want to make him. The bigger, you know, the bigger he looks, the more, you know, kind of close up and personal to the screen he looks. And we're just going to move him out of that group. Oops. Control Z that. I pressed the wrong button. Down. Okay. Control Z. Z. I'm going to go ahead and do out of all that, because we're going to click on the top shadow layer and then add him in there. This screen capture program, I swear. Makes me mad. That was my screw up for not clicking on the top layer. This screen capture program was just making me mad because I can't grab the layer and move it like you normally can. Let's see, I had him pretty small on this one, so I think I'm going to go back with small. So Shift T on your keyboard. Scale him down. Press M on your keyboard to move him. Let's see. Make him a little bit bigger. Well, actually, I had him kind of super small on this one. For some reason, don't look quite right to me now. But anyways, I just, you can put him wherever you want. I'm gonna put it like kind of like he's jumping out of that there. And I'm going to go to layer to image size, right click, and then go up to layer to image size, and we're going to make a new layer. And we are going to alt click on the bottom layer below him because we're going to make him darker too. Go ahead and grab the paintbrush tool and make sure you're on a soft brush, and let's dial the opacity back down to 6 or 7 again, and let's just go ahead and start going over him. Actually, let's move the opacity up on this one. Make sure your foreground color is black, and just go all over the light areas. on the whole image. And like I said before, not to repeat myself a bunch of times, but this one is not going to look the same as this one. But it gives you the idea on how I made it, and you can make it to however you would like. This just gives you some ideas on what to do. You can make it exactly as this one. I will include this file in the download too, and that way you could have this image and see what I did here to do that. Alrighty, I think I darkened him up pretty good. Control Shift A on your keyboard. Let's see. Oh yeah, darkened him up quite a bit. Alrighty, and we are going to click back just on him under the shadow, and we're going to go to layer effects, and then stroke, and we're going to stroke him by, let's see, 4 pixels. Let's try that and let's see. 4 pixels worked for me, and just press OK. And we are going to do a drop shadow too, so go back up to layer effects, drop shadow, and we are going to make this right around 103 degrees and make the size around 40 and the spread around 2, and let's preview that. Oops. Okay. We're going to cancel that, and we're going to click on the top layer. I apologize. That was my mess up. But that is what we needed. So we're going to click back on drop shadow, and like I said, around 105, spread down to around 2, and let's preview. That looks okay to me. Let's turn the spread back up. Let's go around 50. I'm sorry, the size. Let's go around 50 around the size, and around 3.1. I'm sorry, I should have wrote down all these before I did the tutorial. That way it would have been fast. That looks okay with me. I'm going to press OK. Now he's got a drop shadow and a shadow, and then let's see, that's the text. Yeah, that's the text. So we're going to click on this layer, and we are going to go ahead and click and make a new layer, and with the yellow color selected, press the right bracket key on your keyboard, and why is that one not? Let's go layer to image size. Make sure all these are layer to image size. Alrighty, let's try that one more time. Okay. And then turn your opacity up to 100 if it's not. And just kind of trace around the letters. Just kind of like that. And we are going to go and put this on, oops, not multiply, on dodge, and that just brightens it up just a little bit behind there. Go and get a little bit more of this down here. Just like that, and that just brightens up the text. Okay, let's go back up to this link right here and click on the shadow layer that we made for him, and we are going to add another smoke. We're going to add that one right there, and we're going to set this on screen. That one's name is Smoke V11057, and we're going to go ahead and zoom out, pressing the minus key on your keyboard. Press Shift T, and let's just go ahead and resize that sucker down, scale it, press M on your keyboard, press Shift R, and let's rotate it 180 degrees. Rotate. Actually, I lied, I'm sorry. Rotate it. Let's go cancel. Rotate it 130 degrees. There we go. Let's zoom back in. Shift plus. Move M for the move key on your keyboard. See, about right there is okay. Right click and go to add layer mask. Add your brush, click on your brush, and then make sure you're on a black color. And let's just kind of, with the soft brush, kind of make that rounded right there, and let's get rid of this just like that. And you can mess with this stuff down here if you want. Just erase it a little bit and make this a little bit more rounded, just like that. And then we're going to click on the image, and we are going to go to colors, color balance, and we're going to turn red up cancel that. We are going to move this down below the text. I apologize. Let's see, colors, color balance. We're going to mess with the red, maybe 2, and let's turn the greens up to around 40. There we go. Sorry, move it back up. I messed up. Yeah, the color balance around 40. I'm just gonna turn it up a couple more notches, and then you get that kind of green color effect. And we need to Shift R, rotate it a little bit more so it's kind of the same angle. M on your keyboard and just move it down. And up, and Shift R a little bit more. I'm sorry this tutorial is turning out kind of crappy. I should have been more prepared, but for some reason my internet company does not know how to notify people when they're going to do maintenance on the internet or something, because if you look down here, my internet is out for some reason. So I decided to make another tutorial because I already uploaded one today when my internet was working. Just go ahead and click back on your layer mask and erase that little bit right there, and you can round that out a little bit more if you want. And let's go ahead and click on the layer below, and let's add another smoke layer, which is going to be the smoke V1 1022, and let's put that on screen. And let's go ahead and minus on your keyboard and zoom out, Shift T. Go ahead and scale that down. M on our keyboard. I'm going back real quick because I apologize. For some reason this won't let me take this out of here, out of this layer group on here, but if that does happen to you, you'll be able to just be able to grab the layer and move it out of there. But since my screen program is not working right, I'm going to go ahead and click on that layer right there with the other smoke, and now I'm going to add this image and put it on screen, and Shift T to transform it, move it down, scale, M on the keyboard to move it back into place. And I'm going to check on this one real quick to see which way I move that one. Kind of at an angle. Okay. And Shift R, and gonna move it kind of like that at 104 degrees for the angle. Rotate, and M on the keyboard to move it, and I'm going to zoom in, Shift plus on the keyboard, and we're going to go to filters, blur, motion blur. And around 190 degrees, we're going to blur it. Come on, come on, come on with the motion blur. Alrighty, and we got the move tool selected, and we are going to move it in place here. Let's see. We want the very bottom part. Let's see here. Go ahead and Shift T it, and let's go ahead and make it a little bit smaller. M on the keyboard to move, tool, press Z, I don't know why that keeps on moving. Okay. And we're just going to add a little bit of blur to him, but we are going to, we want this one below. Alright, that looks fine to me. And I'm going to right click, layer to image size, and then right click again and go to add layer mask. And of course click on your brush again, make sure your opacity is up, make sure you're on black, and then just go through and you mask all this stuff. You could erase it too if you want, but I like masking. That way I could go ahead and bring some stuff back up if I don't like the way it looks. And we're going to lower the opacity of this just a little bit, about 60. Or 65. Let's see here what looks better. 60, 65, 70. Hit in between 60 and 70 would be fine. Let's see here. Okay, let's see, that's the reason why I like the layer mask. And then right here, you just white color brings stuff back. Go ahead and go ahead and leave that all in there, just like that. That looks good to me. Okay, and now we're going to add another image in here. This image right here. We're going to press M on our keyboard. Put them roundabouts there and go to overlay. And go to layer to image size, just like that. And then we're going to go to colors, levels, and this middle one we are going to move it back a little to 1.30, and that's fine. Oops, cancel. Press M on your keyboard, move tool, grab your move tool again. And let's see, where do I want them? About right there would be fine. Yeah, right there is fine with me. And then we are going to right click and add a layer mask. And put this back on black. Grab our paintbrush tool and we're going to mask the bottom of this right here, just like that. And you could even move these guys all the way down to the bottom, just so you get to see them in there just a little bit. And that looks good to me. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty cool. Right click, layer to image size again. Let's go to this layer right here where we made the bright shadow. Let's turn down the opacity on that one just a little bit, like that. And let's go up above to this guy right here above the shadow, and let's go ahead and add these particles in here. Oops. Okay. See, look, I've been messing up all over the place on this tutorial here today. Press multiply. You press multiply for white images and they will kind of act like as you do with the black background and screen, but we're not going to do that because that don't look right. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to open the image that I got them from in the first place, and I will fix that in the download. And let's put these all the way to the top above everything, just like that. It's fine, and we are going to grab the perspective tool over here and click on it, and we are going to just drag straight down and then go up to the top and drag straight up. Press transform, just like that. And now we are going to press M on our keyboard and we're going to move this about right here, and we are going to add it just like that, and we're going to grab our rectangular select tool, and let's see, from right here to here we're going to select right there, go to select, invert, press delete on the keyboard, and then we're going to select invert again, or we could just select none, and grab our eraser tool, and I'm going to erase all this extra stuff over here. See, sorry about that, guys. I should have been paying attention to what I was doing. I'm going to lower the brush size by pressing the left bracket key, and I'm going to erase this stuff over here just like that, and I'm going to press M on the keyboard. Actually, first I'm going to go layer to image size, right click, layer to image size, and then I'm going to move these just like that. Right click, layer to image size, then Control Shift D on the keyboard duplicates them, and I am going to rotate them. Oh, I'm sorry, I pressed scale. Rotate them by 180 degrees, rotate, and grab the move tool, move them back over here. And I'm going to move these ones below him just like that, and move them into place just like that. Would be fine. Right click, image, or layer to image size, sorry. Let's see, add those in like that, and let's see, what else did I do here? Oh, I remember now. We're gonna go ahead and find this little guy. I'm gonna move those behind him too. Let's see, find him, there he is. Okay, I'm going to click on that shadow layer right there, and I'm going to add in this it's called R Candy Floss. And I'm gonna Control Shift T and make it a little bit bigger scale. Press M on the keyboard to move it. Let's see, about right there works. Over here, and I'm going to put it on grain extract. Let's see, let's move him, or move this. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna move that below the text. Boy, this has just been some kind of serious screw up tutorial here, and I do apologize. Do apologize for not having my stuff together. Resize. Alrighty, so we got that in there, and that's set right there. Let's go ahead and go to our brushes, and this brush I'm pretty sure comes with Gimp in the download. I'm almost positive because I just newly downloaded Gimp, so I'm pretty sure. And we're going to move the angle of it to where it's pretty much straight up and down. About right there, so about 90 degrees, negative 90. And we are going to zoom in. Over here and make sure it's black, and we're going to right click and add a layer mask, white transparency, and we're going to make the brush size a little bit smaller and just kind of click right here. You just kind of want to break up, make it a little bit bigger. Just kind of want to break up them straight lines right there. And then go down to the bottom, and there's some right down here. You just want to kind of break them up just so it don't look like you added the image in there. And go back to your brushes, and then go back up to your soft brush and lower the size and get rid of this red right here. Let's go ahead and zoom back out and see how that looks. That looks pretty good to me. Right click, layer to image size. We could have done that to begin with, I guess. Let's see, we got that going, Let's go ahead and add a new layer, add it all the way up top. Grab our rectangular select tool from top corner down to the bottom corner. Just like that. Go select, feather, and we're going to feather by 300 pixels. Okay. We're going to feather by 250 pixels. Grab our paint bucket tool. Alrighty here. There it goes. What the heck's going on there? Go to select, invert, and then go ahead and click in there, and then you go select none. And so lower the opacity, or we can keep it dark if you'd like. Just like that. And I do apologize that this tutorial is kind of long and I've made a lot of mess ups. I do apologize. Below that, let's add another new layer and then go back into your brush panel. Now I'm going to show you how I made them stars with Gimp. This does come with it. Grab your brush tool, make sure your color is white, and we'll go ahead and zoom in here a little bit, and we'll press the right bracket key on your keyboard, and you can make this as big as you want. Just go ahead and make one click on there. Let's make this brush a little bit bigger. One right there. Actually, let's put it right here. No, we'll keep it over here, I guess. No. You put it wherever you want. We'll just say that. And make it smaller. Put one here, here, make it smaller, way smaller, put one there, and then we'll go bigger. I'm using my left and right bracket key to make this bigger, by the way, and click right there, and then we're going to put one on the corner here. Lower the size a bit. Actually, let's make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Just like that. Make another new layer. Press OK. And then go back and grab your soft brush. And lower the size on it. And we'll start over here with this one. And lower the size more. We're going to make one click. With your right bracket key, go 4 or 5 times, another click. Right bracket key 4 or 5 times, another click. Another click. Another click. Just like that. And just go through and do that to all of these. On the smaller ones, you don't have to do it so much. Oops. And let's see. I don't know. Sorry about that. I'm just thinking about that one up there. Got that one. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and zoom out here and look at that. Look and see how that looks. Lower that vignette a little bit. And I think that is it, guys. I said it don't look like this one, but it's the same method that I used to make this one right here. I think it turned out pretty cool. It's different, a little bit different, but it's like like I said, it's the way I made this other one, and I will be including this file in the download if you want it, and in the file in the download, if you don't want to make this tutorial or whatever, if you want the background or whatever, the picture will be in the download file. You just have to go to my website and check it out. And let me make sure I'm going through here, and yep, I have everything in here in this image and showed y'all how I made this. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry for all the mess ups, and I apologize that this video is kind of long. And yeah, it's an apology screw up tutorial night. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe. There will be more. Thank you.